Cindy here, growing your business through referrals, Bucket List Coach Web Show, and we have Amy, CEO of National Day Calendar. We'll be right back. Hello, hello. Happy holidays. It is the month of December, and today's the 10th of December. We're going to go through a couple national holidays, and feel free to bookmark nationaldaycalendar.com. And it's also nationaldaycalendar.com/shop or store, right?
Store.
Yeah. So National Day Calendar/store.
Yes.
So a little bit about the background here. Today, we're actually coming to you from the foodie podcast and also the book growing your business through referrals. So a little background: I started podcasting back in 2007. I became an ambassador with National Day Calendar in 2020 and National Bucket List Day in 2022, and we just started promoting that in the year 2023, and we have some great things coming for the new year. So but today we're going to talk about some amazing national holidays. So let's start with Lager Day. So what's special about Lager Day to you?
Well, I don't know if there's anything special about Lager Day other than it's beer. According to the story, I'm just going to go off it. It's characterized as a light summer beer. However, there are different flavors of lager, so there's a big, huge argument in beer world about whether or not lager can also be a winter beer. But yeah, it's observed every year on this date, which is the 10th, December 10th. I think if you want to enjoy a good lager, you're probably I would encourage you to go to some of the smaller microbrews. Do a local brewery because they're the ones who really focus, in my opinion. They don't mass produce. They just, create a couple of small barrels and then share it out with customers that way. I think that's the best way to enjoy a lager.
Yes, and I want to do a shout out to Matter of Craft and also Green Chic. They're located here in Orange County in Southern California, and they're also a couple of our donors for our upcoming Surf City Splash. So big shout out to them. But the Matter of Craft does have a buyout today, so they're not open for customers, but definitely stimulate their business anytime. And I like to stimulate them every year and promote their business. They have some great meals and everything. Anybody in Mandan, North Dakota that you like to shout out to?
No, quite honestly, I'm not much of a beer drinker. But shout out to all the small bars. I like the dive bars, the mom and pop bars. Those always seem to be the funnest ones. So there are a few in Mandan, and I won't, mention them because I just don't want a disruption of what I think is a fun place to go versus what somebody else in town might be.
Okay, this is one of our favorites, especially with Mailbox Power, which is the system I use to send gifts and mugs and all that. So National Cocoa Day, December 13th.
Love a good cup of cocoa. I do have one here. You can't see it, but it is here. Cheers, Cindy. Cheers across the frozen tundra.
Which I hear it's very cool down there right now.
It is very cold, and it's kind of wonky weather in North Dakota this year. I don't know what's going on.
So one of my favorite animals, I like the whale and dolphins, but the monkey. I love celebrating National Monkey Day. Last year, we had my friend Jake from Belize Tour Guide, and he talked about spider monkeys and all these different category of monkeys. How do you celebrate National Monkey Day?
In North Dakota, there are no zoos open this time of year. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go home and tell my grandkids we're gonna play little monkeys jumping on the bed. Maybe I'll record it and share it with you.
Yes. And I'm actually going to the Santa Ana Zoo and look at monkeys. And if you live here in Southern California, we have the Santa Ana Zoo in Orange County. We have the LA Zoo and San Diego Zoo. And for National Bucket List Day 2026, we're going to spend a day at the San Diego Zoo. So stay tuned.
We're going to hit the San Diego Zoo this year. So if anybody wants to join us, just reach out to Cindy. It is going to be April 20th 3rd through the 26th, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
So if anybody wants to join us in California, reach out to Cindy and she'll help you make the arrangements. It's going to be a really fun time.
One of my other favorite holidays, Buddy the Elf.
Yes.
So what do
So
you got going on for that day?
we have a lot of fun with Answer the Phone Like Buddy the Elf Day at National Day Calendar, and it is our biggest online contest that we have every year. We give away thousands of dollars worth of prizes. This year, it is going to be on December 18th, and the contest starts at 1 o'clock. However, new rules, we are only going to be live streaming on Facebook only. So
Okay.
in order to participate, you have to be logged into Facebook. And of course, there's rules on the Facebook page that we've created about the game. But it is a lot of fun. Basically, you're going to call in. We're going to answer the phone like Buddy the Elf. You're going to pick a color. We're going to spin a wheel. And like I said, we do have great prizes that we give away each year. And this year we have prizes from Pokemon. We have prizes. Oh my gosh, there's so many different prizes. Crayola. We have tons of prizes from Crayola that we're going to give away. A couple of others. We're going to do some stuff from Ollie's Bargain. I think it's the Bargain Bin. We did a national day with them this past summer. Actually, it was a sponsorship for National Bargain Hunting Week, and it was so successful.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. And it was a lot of fun. Golf, Easy Go Golf, we have as a sponsor. We also, of course, are going to be the sponsor. And then Kingpin Media, which is the owners of Popeye, the Sailor Man. We have
I got one of them jackets.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool gifts this year that we're going to give away. We're going to give away a lot of National Day Calendar swag also. So yeah, pop on over to the Facebook page and check out the rules. You don't have to pay anything to join. All you do is just follow along to the contest when it's live. 1 o'clock on December 18th, Central Time.
Yes.
We are on.
Okay, we have the 20th, which is Sangria Day. And you're welcome to go to nationaldaycalendar.com and click December where it says year at a glance, and you can see all these other holidays.
Yeah.
Sangria Day.
Oh, I love sangria. I make a mean sangria. Anybody who knows me knows I make a mean sangria. So in honor of Sangria Day, which is one of my favorite national days, I wanted to let everybody know we do have wine glasses. They come in this teal pink color, and they also are black and gold. They're shatterproof, and it's a great gift to give somebody. So, check out the store, grab a few, be ready for Sangria Day. You can also gift them to somebody who likes sangria. They are wine glasses. What it says is National Wine Day is May 25th, but we scribbled it out and put every day because every day is National.
Oh, really? And so the new ones have that on there?
Yes. And they're pink and teal with a clear glass. And then the other is black and gold, I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I've had the gold one for my yearly fundraiser. I've done that before.
Yeah, I mean, they're a fun little gift. We have a lot of gifts actually, and that's kind of one thing that I want to talk about when we're done going over the days. So what's next on your list?
So next on the list, Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Definitely one of my favorite holidays.
Okay, so why is it your famous holiday? Because I've never heard this before.
Because of Seinfeld, and I watch Seinfeld all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seinfeld.
The funny thing is about Festivus Day is a lot of people don't really know what it is. So do you know exactly what it is at the top of your head, or?
Well, it's with that fake tree that they put on that one episode. Yes, and then that's how
they.
So
you like it because it was on Seinfeld.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the article and see if I can find the article. It's not so good on the phone. I'm going to go look at Festivus, and I'm just going to give people a little bit of brief history about it because this is a holiday that a lot of people don't really, I don't want to say know about. A lot of people do know about it. Oh dear, I can't find it, Cindy.
And can you read it on the screen?
Let me see here. Oh, okay. So It does honor the sitcom.
Mhm.
However, Festivus is I want to say it's a European. I don't know how to say it. It's celebrated around the 23rd. You know, it's most famous in Seinfeld. Um,
Mhm.
what was so funny is it's a time for, airing grievances, talking about, your strengths, and talking about an unimpressed event that may have happened that turned into a celebration. Um, it's kind of a silly homage to Christmas, I guess, in a lot of ways.
Okay.
We know what I mean? Christmas is so sentimental, and people are always, all about the gifts and all about certain things, and Festivus gives you a chance to do something silly and celebrate a little bit of silliness.
And here's some ways that you could observe. These
Yes.
are the bullet points here on how people can observe that holiday.
Yes. The aluminum pole, your neighbors might think there's something wrong with you. But hey, do it. I dare you, do it. And send us the video.
There you go. Okay. And I'm going to talk about two more. Pfefferness Day. It's on the same day on the 23rd.
Okay. I don't know a lot about Pfeffernuss.
This is a cookie that we order. Sometimes they have it at Trader Joe's, sometimes they don't. But it's a
Okay.
German spice cookie. And yeah, it's one of my favorite
Okay.
cookies.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I've probably eaten it. Alice is a great baker, and she
Yes.
makes really good Christmas trays this time of year, and there's probably some of that in there. So I probably ate it because I do like spice. Like I like nutmeg spice, I like cinnamon spice. I
Mhm.
like that kind of flavor cookie.
And there's allrecipes.com has one on here. And then there's another one for pepper nut cookies also. So definitely
Cool.
check it out.
Cool.
There's so many, so just scroll down through the website. But the last one that we're featuring today, which is in my wheelhouse, the 26th National Thank You Note Day.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Well, I'm going to talk about it from your perspective. You always send thank you notes to everybody. I mean, you put a lot of time into writing thank you notes to people, just for being who they are, and not even necessarily doing something for you, but you're very good at it. I mean,
Thank you.
so I can see why this day means a lot to you.
But it's not mentioned in my ambassador profile because there's too many holidays that I
Yeah.
like. So, but it is
Yeah,
one of the ones that I like.
in dealing with Cindy's bio, she had to narrow it down because she had a lot. And I said, hey, girl, we just got to pick a few.
A few out of 1900, no
A
problem.
few out of 1900, just one or two is fine. Yeah, so one thing that I think people forget is that in this day and age, a thank you note doesn't necessarily have to mean handwritten, even though those are probably the most heartfelt kind.
Hmm.
There's send a thank you through electronics because that seems to be the way people communicate anyways. Yeah, so thank you notes just kind of slid right into something else. I have another product. This for me today is going to be used about products. We have these cool notepads to write thank you notes, and they come with a pen. We sell them in our store, $6.99. I believe that's what we're selling them for. Yeah, everybody should.
Yeah, right here. This is a great little gift for
Budget.
somebody.
And National Day Calendar has so many gifts under $10 in our store. And with probably near the end of a lot of people's Christmas shopping and they're looking for stocking stuffers, some of the things I want to, show is we have these cute little ornaments, this ugly Christmas sweater ornament to celebrate for a ugly Christmas sweater day. We have these cute little gingerbread ornaments. We have coffee cups. I mean, just take a peek in there. There's so much stuff in there. We have actually marked down all of our hoodies to $24.99 except for the specialty hoodies. Our
Wow,
hoodies
very nice.
yeah, our hoodies are high quality. They're not a thin material. They're very high quality. So that's a really good deal right now. Some new products. We have some beach towels that came in that we're selling. They're in I don't know what that embroidered with Celebrate Every Day. That's our logo.
I love it.
Yeah, we have gift packs, we have books and coffee cups and coasters. And, I just want to encourage everybody to take a peek in the store. We also have our calendar, and that is our biggest seller. Um, Something very interesting has been going on with the calendar this year. Our box calendars are selling out so fast.
Oh, wow. I need to order mine then. I haven't ordered mine.
So I'm highly recommending that if you are wanting a box calendar, not to wait too long to order. We own, our supply is low. I don't want to give an exact number, but it is really low. And it's a good thing, but at the same time, a lot of people are gonna wish they had grabbed one. So I would suggest going to the store, pick up those last minute gifts. We'll get them in the mail for you, quickly. Yeah, and bring some smiles to people.
Okay, here it is here. And you have a pen holder also, the
Yeah,
desktop.
we have a couple of those pen holders. One thing a lot of people don't know about National Day Calendar staff is we're very techy and very creative. So we have all this equipment. We have a glow forge. We have things that we can print. So many different things that we create our own product. A lot of our product is customized in-house. So that's one thing people do not realize about us. We love our product so much. Yeah. So you have a signed one. You want a signature of Marlowe's? Definitely. And I have one
This is for the fundraiser. And then there's also socks. There's all kinds of different socks.
Oh,
If
tons of socks. Tons of
you're
socks.
a taco lover, breast cancer awareness.
So this is what the calendar looks like. I mean,
bananas. Yeah.
my graphic is cutting everything off, so it's kind of hard to see right now. We do have a new product in that I want to show everybody, and it's these National Wine Day shirts.
Oh, yes. I see that.
Very nice graphic. We do have a select few of those left. I would recommend taking a peek. And then the one other thing is, because we're freezing in the northern states this year, we have these cute plushy socks.
Oh, what color? Just the gray and white?
There's 20 different styles.
Okay.
So you have to go to the store and look, but they're 20 different styles. And I just grabbed 2. But yeah, check it out. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would like it. Great things to be wearing around the house to keep your feet warm. And then
they're on the website under socks.
They're under women's socks. And then last but not least, Cal. Cal is the calendar guy. He's really cute.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your intentions for the week, Cindy?
I'm actually going out of town. I'll be in San Francisco and doing some content. Fisherman's Wharf. I'm staying at the Ryu Plaza, which is a beautiful resort.
Very nice.
Probably about 2 blocks from Fisherman's Wharf. So doing that and finding some new restaurants to add to my list.
Cool. Yeah, so I want to mention again, so we can get some traction going with the 2026 National Bucket List Day adventure. And that's what they are, they're adventures. Go to nationaldaycalendar.com and look up National Bucket List Day, and some of the information is there. Gonna really try to promote this one this year because it is on land in the US. Usually it's a trip out of the country of some sort, but this year is going to be in Cindy's neck of the woods.
And we are selling out of the hotels. They're going fast.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I'm excited to go and visit you. April is a good time to go. So yeah. Other than that, a lot of great things happening at National Day Calendar. Chris just won an award. Marlo, yeah, so we do a TV spot, a video blurb. I don't know the exact terminology, but Marlo has won a few awards in the past few years with what he does as the host. Chris got a producer award, which is pretty cool. So
Yay.
shout out to Chris.
Yes,
Yay,
yes.
yay, yay. We have a new staff member. His name is David, doing really well. And I know you haven't met Liz. She has been here almost a year.
Mhm.
Great girl. We have a great staff, so things are going good, other than the cold.
We have the anniversary. How many years anniversary for Popcorn Day and the inaugural day, from the inaugural days? Has it been 12
So I
years?
want to say 13,
13 years? Okay.
13 years. Yep, 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how things happen, and how one little curiosity from Marlo has turned into this business
Hmm.
of sorts, and it has been a lot of fun on my end. Um, if you were to ask me if I was going to stay working, because I didn't start doing this when I first came on, um, I never would have dreamed that I would be in the position that I am, a part owner, or, I just never would have thought it. That was not something that would have crossed my mind. However, I have no regrets, and it's been so much fun, and we intend to have more fun as time goes on. It's truly a job where you can come to work every day and have fun. You have a great crew. Our crew is awesome. We have a couple of remote workers. Shout out to Doug. He's in Iowa.
Woo! Dougie.
Yeah, shout out to our tech guy who just lives across the river. But hey, without him, I think a lot of technical things would be going on. He's pretty amazing. And I just think
Definitely.
it's important to give shout outs. We also have a high school employee that comes in a few times a week. Logan, shout out to him. I just wanted to give, accolades to everybody, because it's coming to the end of the year again, and time does go fast, but we could not do any of this stuff without all of them. And they need to have the appreciation shown to
And
them. And we do, but, we
yeah,
don't talk about it outside of the office much. So we are grateful for every single one of our employees.
and I'm grateful for every single one of you, and especially the executive team and Chris and just everyone who does everything together as one. Because of your brand, my brand has flourished, and I'm actually at the point where I'm looking at some office space.
Oh,
It
exciting.
wasn't my thing in the beginning either, but my
Yeah.
business has gone to a little something more than I thought, and I'm going to possibly be partnering with other business owners so we could have a workspace, where you come in and they rent a workspace, or they have meetings, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah. Well, you've never been to our office. You're planning on it, but timing is not always so great because you have such a big summer schedule. And I'm always the one discouraging you to come up here in the wintertime because
no, I
you
want
are
to come in the winter because I have that Popeye big jacket that I won a couple years
okay.
ago.
Well, come in the wintertime. I think
Yeah.
February would be a good time to come. Bring some warm
Okay.
clothes. We'll show you our office, and hopefully it gives you some inspiration because we have an open office concept.
Hmm.
We, Alice, Marlo, and I each have, an office, but our doors are never closed. Everything else is open office. Yeah, our idea of communicating most of the time is yelling across the room, and we bounce ideas off each other. It's a fun place to work, and it's very different from any place most people work. But we do what works for us, and we're all extremely creative. And then with technology, we can communicate with Doug and Bo in real time because
Hmm.
of our inner office, communication that we use. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Just a day in the life at National Day Calendar.
Well, let's close out and talk for about 1 or 2 minutes of my upcoming book. There's a whole chapter that talks about National Day Calendar, and a lot of people may laugh to some people who share all these national holidays. They may think it's silly, but it's a really good tool for you to engage with other people, to pay it forward to other people, to be
Yes.
someone who's a pillar of the community, to use a national holiday. How do you feel that the celebrate everyday concept is crucial?
If you would have asked me 15 years ago, I would have probably been one of those people thinking, oh yeah, whatever, right. But seeing the impact of actually being in the mix of it and helping create this content and push it out, and then watching how it impacts people and hearing personal stories that we get, um, it's very emotional and moving sometimes, because we never thought, and I know Marlo and Alice never thought in a million years, would something so simple as pushing out national days of that celebrate food and people and gratitude, and places would make people feel so empowered, so happy, so eager to spread good news, happy news. So I guess the impact it has, it's shocking.
Hmm.
I can't explain what it's like to open up our social media and see all these people from around the world sending us messages, to come to work and check our overnight messages, and we get personal stories about, one of the ones that touched me the most was about a year and a half ago, maybe two. We received an email of a lady thanking us. um, she had purchased a Celebrate Everyday shirt, just a plain
Hmm.
t-shirt. And shortly afterwards, she discovered that she had a form of breast cancer.
Oh, wow.
So during her treatments and right during her procedures that she had to have, clothing wearing to and clothing wearing from, and clothing wearing during her treatments, she wore her Celebrate Everyday shirt as inspiration, as a reminder to her that it's important to celebrate every single day, no matter what life is throwing at you. And to me, that was like totally profound. I never would have imagined this t-shirt that we sell can bring so much happiness. We get letters from kids, you know,
Hmm.
we get letters from people who are just very depressed. And then we get letters from families who use our national days during their family reunions. Like if it's Pie Day, they do have a pie eating contest. They send us photographs. And that's some of the things that you do too. I mean, that's a lot of what you're doing. You're taking the content that we already have and you are applying it to everyday things that apply to your profession, which is a smart business move on your half because you've taken exactly what you know, we think people can do with it. You're a prime example of that.
And when I go on vacation, I usually pack this last cruise I took. I think I packed 14 National Day calendar T-shirts, and every year or every day, excuse me, I would wear a different T-shirt, with a different
Yes.
outfit and stuff. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
is that
mean,
what T-shirt you have? Yes, because I celebrate every day. None less
you
than to
know
eat out.
what's really great about that is we can walk through the airport on travel any given day and we get at least three people stopping us. Oh, celebrate every day. What does that mean? Oh, here's our business card, here's
Mhm.
a pin. It brings wearing that big bright shirt of any kind. It brings awareness to our brand. And our only goal is to make people laugh, make people smile. We have no other intention. Um,
Mhm.
and if we've done that, then we've done our job for the day. So we have some new flannels that I forgot to show you because I know you're a flannel girl like me. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we
And I
have
have
these
the
new,
black and white one. Ooh, I like that one.
oh
Yeah.
gosh, I just threw up a bunch of new flannels about a week and a half ago into the store. You got to check them out because there are some cool patterns on there.
Yeah, I have two more points I want to talk about, and then we'll close out.
Okay.
First, my friend Rosie, and I've known Rosie since about 2009, 2010 when I lived in Sacramento. And 2 years ago, I found out that she was the founder of National Love is Kind Day. Let's talk about what an amazing founder of a holiday she is.
Yes, Rosie is a special kind of lady. Um, I know. Do you want to tell the story? I mean, I know her just from having conversations with her, working on her day. But basically, her day is about domestic violence, and being kind to one another, and how love is supposed to be kind and
Yes.
not hurtful. Rosie came into my life at a time when I was experiencing that kind of thing in my own marriage. And sadly, Rosie's daughter did pass away. And her death was not attributed to something she did to herself. It was attributed to the side effects of the extensive abuse that her daughter had experienced. So Love Us Kind Day is a great day for people just to step back and remember that, you know, there are people out there who find ways to do amazing things with their life,
Mhm.
even in time of heartache. And that's what Love is Kind Day is all about.
And she'll be at our event coming up in April because she lives
Oh,
really.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Okay, one more story. So for National Bucket List Day for this year in Las Vegas, I was coming through the airport, getting ready to catch my flight. And believe it or not, it was National Elephant Appreciation Day. I'm walking through the airport and I see this couple with 4 suitcases. And guess what's on their suitcase?
Elephant?
Elephants.
Elephants?
And I said, "Did you know that today is National Elephant Appreciation Day?" And their eyes got about this big. So when you're celebrating every day, you're going to really see stuff that comes in and out of your day
Yes.
that resonates with these national holidays. Like I got the chills from the top of my head to the bottom of my
Yeah.
feet. How can that happen that I'm flying home on National Elephant Appreciation
Isn't
Day?
it so much fun though to come across that kind of stuff? I
It is.
mean, the crazy stuff that we come across is like really what is the likelihood of that, you know, like National Monkey Day. However, we are learning that a lot of businesses are starting to utilize our national days and
Correct.
promote their stuff based upon what day it is. Monkey Day, there are some zoos that are going to be doing things on Monkey Day. I would check out the ones that you're going to.
Yes,
Um,
I know. Mhm.
Food days are big. Pizza Day, a lot of the pizza places across the country have special pizzas. I guarantee you some of the bars, no matter where you are celebrating Lager Day today. Probably have some specials on lagers. So it's great to see that, you know, our the creation that we have at National Day Calendar and what we do every day is reaching so many people, even if, you know, they don't think it makes an impact. It makes a big difference, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch people do stuff.
Yes, and in the new year, we're going to do a podcast on how you, as a restaurant owner, if you own a restaurant, how you can utilize National Bucket List Day. Because some people don't think that it's a good day to celebrate their restaurant, but there is all different kinds of ways that Amy and I
Oh
are
my
going to come up
god.
with for for our audience. So
There's pizza, burritos, tacos, you know, chili, so many food items, hamburgers. There's like 6 different burger
or if
days.
they haven't tried Indian food before, or if they
Exactly.
haven't tried like a certain
Shawarma. We have a shawarma day. Try some shawarma.
Trader Joe's has a great shawarma,
Oh,
actually.
do they really?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to close out. We need to finish our day here. And anything else that you would like to mention on why people need to follow National Day Calendar?
People should follow National Day Calendar because we bring a light mood to people every single day. We have no intentions. I mean, even though we have some serious topics on our calendar, we always find a way that it can be celebratory. And I'm not saying in a party kind of way. You know, we have a few kid cancer days. You know, our idea of celebrating is reaching out to an organization and volunteering,
Mm-hmm.
or, you know, just helping the parents because children who have, you know, terminal illnesses, God, their parents have to be so exhausted. So I think people should follow us because it gives you a different perspective on how to think about things every day. And it also makes the days a little bit lighter,
Exactly.
especially in this day and age when everything is so serious and fast paced. It's a great way to step back and just take a breather and celebrate every single day.
So I'm going to do a shout out to National Day Calendar. Make sure you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. And also, I'm going to do a special feature here next week. So if you follow National Day Calendar on the social media and especially on YouTube, and you also follow either Bucket List Coach Web Show or you follow my book page, Growing Your Business Through Referrals, I will gift you a free calendar. So I will be posting this part of the video later on next week. So I
Cool.
will see you later. I'll see you in the green room, and we are out.
We're out. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.